Fun fact for you sapoops, when you try to search Akmal Saleh, the number one result that you get is this comedian right over here, Akmal Saleh. But only catch is, it is the wrong Akmal. I guess the universe is sending a message though, but no, this is not a joke, because Akmal's trying to reunite with PAS. So poops, during the special convention just the other day, Akmal gave his speech. He declared that UMNO had red lines, do not touch our religion, our monarchy, and our race. And apparently they then got disrespected because of socks, flags, and alcohol, and finally the coup de grace of a couple of our DAP sapoops saying it's good that Bosku is in jail, while casually talking about how all of this was held to put an end to repeated disrespect. And to wipe away the shame from all of those slides, he decided to unite with PAS. Yes, that's right, we were always lovers. We have to bersatu. Now that they're no longer with bersatu, so that we can menyatukan and we can become the heroes of the Malays again. Wow. You know, I really wonder how that's gonna work as a solution to everything that he mentioned earlier. But also the thought of PAS betraying them over and over again would be funny.
Cute how these people like saying that they are doing this all for the Malays when actually they're probably doing it all for themselves.
But hey, yo, you know, everything for your jati diri, everything for your maruah, adab, and everything out there. Unity of agama dan bangsa, maruah diri, identity, Malay power. But you know, sapoops, I don't know in what world it is that if people are just sensitive, thin-skinned, and their self-worth crumbles the moment somebody insults them, that means that they are actually very secure, because as far as I know, that seems kind of more like a red flag that you have serious inferiority complex self-esteem issues. Like bro, if you know who you are, if you actually held so strongly to your values day in and day out, whatever it is that people say, you actually just know that you are not weak, you are strong. But no, here we have people just going out on social media complaining. And what does having a convention like this show? It shows that you are weak. Like, come on. It is 2026 now, and you're still going out there and talking about unity of agama dan bangsa.
So-called for the Malays.
Unity over something that makes sense, okay lah, but like over agama dan bangsa. But you know, Akmal, and I'm speaking directly to you right now, there are times when you actually say things that do make sense, but this is not one of them. As a politician, you're really not gonna benefit if the people around you just stay stupid the way that they are right now, thinking that somehow all of these things are all about maruah diri, when in reality, they don't have the first clue about how to even maintain their maruah diri. So maybe you can go ahead and teach them that the first way to get maruah diri is not to be so damn thin-skinned. Or if not to be so damn thin-skinned because maybe some of the issues that you raise are legit, then at the very least to learn how to use logic. I mean, let's think of some of the issues that you were involved in all this while. I think you were talking about how, oh, if the royal addendum is not respected, then that brings down the power of the Malay kings. Well, fun fact for you, it is your party that went out there and negotiated that Article 42 that defines and prescribes what a king can or cannot do in relation to the pardons. I mean, like, did you forget? Are you now angry at your own failure to provide unlimited power to the king? Did your forefathers not sign that constitution? And if they did, then should you not be scolding yourself and every single leader of UMNO in the past, the present, and try to fix your mistake instead of trying to gaslight people? Then you talk about your religion red line, even as we recall all the news stories about your sock protests and teaching an APEC a lesson, only to cry later when the law finally came down on you. Like, bruh. I think maybe what happened is that you thought that it really was a wonderful opportunity for all of the people of your skin color, race, religion, whatever, to unite with one another, bersatu, jangan biarkan mereka hina kita. And you know, you might have actually really felt that in that moment, and I don't doubt that the people who listened to you resonated with that message right there, but it also had a long-term effect, which is that now we think that they are stupid. Seriously, like you're saying to me right now that actually you did such an amazing job uniting all the people, that kind of thing. Well, almost anybody out there can just tell you that they think that what you did was an idiotic move. Not that your supporters care, I guess, because now apparently some of them think that you are like a grand hero of civilization or something like that. Which again might be good for you, but is probably not very good for the future of your agama dan bangsa, because the people who listen to you will become stupid basically. You just are so bad at taking criticism to the point that you just want to go out there and have rallies. Like, come on. Do you see Chinese people going out and having rallies because they are called Type C, and Indian people going out on rallies just because they keep getting called Quil Haram, and so on and so forth? While, by the way, a lot of your friends out there are screaming racist slurs day in and day out. And you know, I'm not even saying that people should go out on rallies, because frankly, I think that even thinking about this whole race and religion thing is just so tired. It's 2026. What the hell? Like, are you really still living back in 1957 or something like that? Come on. If you really want mutual respect, then start lah at your home ground. Like, tell people that they can't be going out there and screaming Type C day in and day out, and trust me, any perceived insult that you're gonna receive along the way is gonna just fix itself. That's what you're saying, that like you can insult other people or your people can insult other people, but then somehow if people bit you just a little bit, then immediately then you want to go out there and protest, fight against Papa Zahid and create trouble? Walao, try to run away from people scolding you. You should run back to your standard 3 classroom and apologize to your teachers for not learning how to manage your anger. I don't know how many of the people that you're appealing to actually were aggrieved, are actually angry, somehow or another feel that their jati, diri, maruah, diri identity was just completely destroyed along the way. But I can tell you right, the best proof of your value really is that you make a successful country with a higher standard of living. Don't let all of those aunties go out there and minta susu untuk anak, have them actually be successful, and stop caring about all of these useless things that you think that you terpaling kena insulted about. But okay, fine. Maybe you and PAS will unite. Maybe you have the general election and then all of you will win, and then you have your super Malay government type thing that you always wanted, hashtag dream come true kind of thing. And Papa Zahid is gonna cry all the way home with his 47 cases and DNAAs. But you know, I'm gonna ask the question that I asked like before this in the other video, which is, so what's the plan after this? Like, you win the election and then like you're satisfied? I sure hope PAS doesn't betray you again, because if it does, that would sure be a really embarrassing indictment of everything that you tried to do in all of those years when you were together, failing for yet another time and showing finally that your so-called Malay unity was actually just a lie because you were cooperating on the basis of stupid things. Maybe you remember that phrase by George Santayana that goes, "Those who forget history are condemned to repeat it." Yeah, I forgot that a lot of times as well. Kept saying that, oh, it came from hero daughters, but no. I learned the origin of that quote through long, repeated, bloodied forgettings. And somehow I feel that you're gonna learn the relationship between you and PAS in the same way, even as they go on to their next wife after you, while declaring, "Sayang, I'm the only one for you." But you know, bro, maybe I shouldn't be a skeptic. Maybe I should trust you, bro. You know best, right? You can have your unity, protect the Malays, protect the whole world with your jati diri identity and everything else along the way. Fine. You know what? Go ahead, like, prove me wrong. If y'all become like super rich and you make Malaysia's GDP high enough that we reach high income status, then I have nothing to say already. Saya sudah salah. I'm wrong liao. Terima kasih, boss. But yeah, bro, don't say I didn't warn you. Papa Zahid warned you. I warned you. The whole country is warning you, but you decided to go out there and just pick up all the red flags one after another. Because apparently, other people being Malay is more important than your actual common sense. But really though, if at the end of the day, this really was all about respect, then yeah, this is not gonna end until you get people to stop being so easily offended and actually to just get good lives for themselves. Everything else is just ego, bro. Because if you have those two things in place, then it doesn't matter what the yaya papayas try to say about you. Their words don't matter. They are peons. They are losers. But of course, everybody knows it's just so much easier and so much more tempting to just go out there and declare that, oh, we have been terpaling, tersakiti, maruah diri kami telah dijejaskan. Bangkit! And stuff like that, even as your bangkit for some of the stupidest damn things I've ever heard in the entire history of mankind. But you know what? You do you. Don't know if Papa Zahid and all of the other UMNO people are gonna be leaving and ditching their allowances for you though. But you know what? Everybody needs just a little bit of selfishness along the way. Jangan lagi amdak mantap. I hope you don't make the whole world look down on Malaysia even more than it already has. But what do you think of Akmal Saleh's grand plans, Sapoops? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all to say about that, and bye.